The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see, the Pandas taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pandas' offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they route. Earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights, and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay. The phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Pandas line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Restrepo. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up.
He's going to take a shot right away. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And more yards after contact. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Wilson McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't palm it inbound.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, the ball's out.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Peterson. Just trucks through it. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now sliding to his left. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They put it on the ground last time. They had got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Pandas will call on their punt team. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Restrepo. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Give him 6. Touchdown, Miami! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. Fakes his man out. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Keeps the play going. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The Pandas will punt it away on 4th down. Running it back, it's Restrepo. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Pocket starts to collapse. Catch in the middle, it's Martinez. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they
just slithered through. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. Got his man! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out.
working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pandas! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Skips away from pressure. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Ward. He caught it.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Quickly complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
One thing this team has shown early this year is not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chandler. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Pandas are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Parrish. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Going to try to get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Pandas will line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Back to pass, it's Ward. Coming after him. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Pandas will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looking for a block. It's Restrepo. He's got great speed. Dances away again. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was
He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Pandas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it. Take care of the football. Make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take.
And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Ward. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's...
The expressway is wide open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
The option look. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
The Pandas are flying down the field. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Pandas come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. Keeps the legs moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has a second down play. The play action fake. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And
going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Scanning the field, it's Ward. It's complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapting. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami!
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. So easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, just simply got to make it.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires left. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one, and it'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Third down play from the gun. Forced out of the pocket. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. Ball is free. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
The Pandas will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Restrepo. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Ward. Got his man out of the backfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
They'll run the option. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. They'll run the toss. Shakes off the defender. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it at the 20. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. It's complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll set up to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pandas! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
37, Pandas. 24.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And the Canes send out the punt unit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Offense working from the pistol. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They go to the draw. After the filthy move, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Unleashes one deep. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Pandas line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play. And
he lost it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cage. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Moving out of the pocket. The ball pops out. Bounced right back to them.
it's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to run it to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying play action. Looking for space to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Pandas are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Grab near the marker. It's Kelly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Pandas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pandas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the kicker.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. First down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Ward. Looking for an open area to his left. Wide open downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. One big play, you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to throw. Fires deep on the run. Pulls it in. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They want to just keep throwing it. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, it's frustrating for a defense. You had him in 3rd down, get in a predictable situation, try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These corners backing off a bit. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parrish. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here on 2nd down. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Pandas are on the move. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's Craig. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Trying to pick up a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Pandas getting set on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Craig. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Getting some heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you take.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they've got on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Caught in the backfield, it's McCormick. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Moving away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Got it on the outside at Sheffield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Ward. He's right on target. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Arroyo. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll try the run. The Hurricanes will move the sticks.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to buy time. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Pandas come to the line with a new set of downs. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Going up top on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Still looking, on the move. Gets away from one, finds some space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. 1st down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for. And he muffs it, a loose football.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him and forced the fumble. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. Takes it inside the 25, chance for great field position. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. So the Ball State Cardinals offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes... When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move, it's slow. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Oh, how did you make that move? And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll try to pop the draw. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And oftentimes running backs love drop backs because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Quarterback will audible. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. They're going to throw it again. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Restrepo. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Martinez. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Canes are on the move. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step-off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On the move at the 30. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes with the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's slow. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Cardinals want to move quickly.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Cardinals have moved it inside the 20. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Buys a little time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the first quarter, he remained tied. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air. It's Ward. Buying some time as he moves left. He's got an open man. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. That big, explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Horton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Bringing it back, it's Restrepo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll turn and throw back right, a dangerous idea. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. 3rd down coming up.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's going to run it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Moving deeper. Territory, move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Drills him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. To the air, it's Ward. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson.
He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down.
He's looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Ward. Quarterback extends the play. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man enough for the first.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. they've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Grabs it in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ball State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David. This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses haven't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. He wants to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. From the gun, coming after him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking for the score. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They'll immediately call timeout. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cade.
Man, what a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing them up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation, and the offense comes through with the touchdown pass. That's just heartbreaking for this defense.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They think there's room to run to the right here. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Martinez on the carry. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll let one go down the right side. And how about that play from the junior before they get him on the ground?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Extending the play. He turns it loose to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
Well, and that's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You've got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage, let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense for big-time plays. They didn't get stung by it this time. The quarterback didn't find him to be open, couldn't make a completion, but you got to keep that guy in the pocket.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Now rolling to the left. And it's caught inside the 20. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Feeling some heat. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll just keep slinging it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Oh, look at Mr. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, Dave. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the misfire, it's second down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Using his feet to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Oh, look at... The ball pops out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happened.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 2nd down after that incompletion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Arroyo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Now the play fake. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. The give on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down coming up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's got his man. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! You got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Get set, get set.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to throw, it's Ward. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
And that was just an exceptional read and run by that quarterback.
It looks easy, but man, the practice hours that goes into this, putting the ball in the running back's belly, and him understanding, like, listen, I'm going to snatch this thing back.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Little over anxious. Out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now he's going to break the pocket. They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete on the right side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. They keep attacking through the air. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The run from the shotgun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He wants to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Steps away. He'll pull it down. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires it down the seam. It's complete. A huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. That's caught. It's ground. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. The give to the lone running back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. The give out of the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The offense will stay out there to go for it on fourth down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Hurricanes are threatening on first and goal. Looking to pass, it's Ward. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Trying to get to him. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over LSU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cade. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Ready to fire from the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Getting some heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Finds his tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going for 6. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ward. They're working that left side. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence for them.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Florida Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami's offense will get the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Toss sweep to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Second down coming up.
Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So the USF Bulls offense will get the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They'll operate out a split back. Brown will throw it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, you love safeties that have all the tools in their toolbox. This guy can cover. This guy can tackle. He can also rush the passer. Wow.
The Bulls will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're going to throw it to start the drive. On the run, still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking down the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually lack of hands, like you just saw.
This is a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. 1st down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off.
And the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Bulls in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Back to pass, it's Ward. They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll turn to Martinez. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
With the catch, it's Martinez. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Tried to fight his way in, but they get him on the ground at the 2, and it's a 4th and goal stop. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. Tempo in overdrive. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line, 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Right down the middle. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Brown wants to pass. Oh, so close to an interception there. If he had held on, he might have run that one to the house. Instead, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially...
They cough it up near their own goal line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
It's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
And the returner is stopped. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To the air, it's Ward. Now sliding to his left. Lets it fly on the move. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route.
And they got him for the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going up top. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Movement here from the tight end. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF! Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The toss sweep to the right. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The toss to the outside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. The Hurricanes get enough to move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick tempo here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They're bringing heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. Get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Paul, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And the Bulls have this offense rolling.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together 7 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quarterback on the keep. And he could not get loose on the run. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, South Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Tight end throws. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way. But you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the... And that's where... just inside the 50-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Defense not showing press coverage. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's George. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He wants to throw. Looking for space to the left. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
Good enough for first down.
Corner's going to give them room. Moves away as he feels pressure. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working that left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown Bulls. And the route is on. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense...